Hello everyone, it's Pixel again, and these are my thoughts on the rest of Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. So first and foremost, disclaimer, I own nothing. Everything belongs to the rightful owners, so please go and support them and be nice, please. And I apologize for not doing this for a while. I've been busy and yeah. So yeah. This season has been something because we actually learn about Vox when he was alive. And yeah, apparently Vox wasn't part of a cult. He was basically he was a TV shark. And yeah, we see his rise and his fall. And yeah, but it also establishes what kind of person Vox is. How far he's willing to go to stay in the spotlight. And yeah, he basically, and a lot of people have pointed out that he wears the suits of the men he got rid of. Yeah. Yeah. And what I also like about this series is that it also shows some parallels between Vox and Charlie, because yeah, Charlie throughout the series is trying to stop him and save the hotel's reputation, but yeah. And of course, Vaggie is worried about her, so she goes to Charlie's dad for help, but it goes about as well as you would expect, and Charlie is not happy with him. So yeah, and yeah, that's the thing, is that, both Charlie and Vox, Charlie is unintentionally pushing everyone away. And Vox is also pushing everyone away, he's pushing Valentino and Velvet away. But the next episode, though, because Charlie and Vaggie have a fight, and Charlie does, she does say stuff to Charlie, and stuff that she probably doesn't want to hear at the moment, but it is something that she does need to hear. So yeah. And yeah, so Charlie reflects on that, and the next episode, though, when I am so sorry, excuse me. I am so sorry, excuse me. Yeah, Charlie and Vaggie go to talk, and yeah, Charlie, was reflecting on what she said, and she basically swallows her pride and admits that she was wrong, and that Vaggie was right about everything. That, she shouldn't have, focused so much on the lies that Vox was telling. And that, yeah, she basically admits that she was wrong. And we actually get a pretty, sweet song between the two of them, and I love the way, and I love the animation and the dresses the two of them are wearing, and yeah, I love the little dances that they do. It's honestly very sweet. but it also, like, shows, like, how much these two really care about each other. Like, yeah, more than anything, yeah, like, that also showed that. But here, it's... Yeah, like, Vaggie tells her, like, you know, like, most of the dreams that Charlie's had hasn't come true yet, but they will both go through it and handle it together. Because, yeah, like, they both managed to find love. And yeah, and there is a plot twist in this series. It's revealed that Angel was unintentionally working for Vox the whole time. Like, basically, Angel was basically hypnotized by Vox, and he was unknowingly helping him. And yeah, poor Angel, like... And Vox later on uses this to his advantage by, like... by slandering the hotel more. And by having Angel say that it's a joke, and... yeah, like, it is just sad. Like, Angel was unwillingly helping him. Like, and he didn't even know. And yeah, poor Angel. Like, he just feels so horrible about it. Yeah, like... just... I actually did not see that coming. Yeah, like... just... And also there's Husk, though, and yeah, basically Husk at one point decides to, basically he goes and gets a drink, and we actually see Angel perform, and yeah, like, one thing I always felt about Husk is that Husk, like, has claimed that he lost the ability to love a long time ago, but that isn't true. Whenever he sees Angel or when he's with anybody else in the hotel, we see that he does care about them. And with Angel especially... sorry about that. Like, it's clear that... yeah, that it's something more. Because, yeah, like, honestly, those two, like, Angel and Husk, like I've said in the past, I always felt like Husk would be something good for Angel, and yeah, like, the two of them, at times, are good for each other. Like, I like how Cherry Bomb is also, like, part of the group with Angel and Husk now, because, yeah, like, the three of them actually work really well together, I think, but that's just my opinion, and what do I know, but still. Because, yeah, like, they both care about Angel so much that they're not willing to just let this go. And I also love how Emily in this series, like, yeah, like... sorry about that. Yeah, I love how she is like, yeah, like Charlie, she's determined to make this work. With Charlie trying to reform people. And yeah, and Abel is also, I also loved how, like, yeah, well, basically, Vox kidnaps Charlie's dad because he makes a weapon that will basically, like, Vox basically lets the power go to his head. to the point where even Valentino and Velvet are wanting him to stop. Because, yeah, like, Charlie is... Sorry about that. Yeah, like... Yeah, like... Basically, Vox wants Charlie to say that he's the strongest, and... Because, yeah, like, they decide to go... Yeah, they find out about Angel and Alistair and try to save them, and we actually get a sweet moment... Because, yeah, Baxter joins them to hack into the computer and stop Vox from making his speech, and we actually get a fight between Velvet and Nifty. And yeah, like, it was something. Yeah, like, I like how Nifty has, like, a sewing needle as her weapon. And yeah, she basically says that she will protect Baxter, and honestly, that's really cute. Like, I always felt like those two would... Like, there was something between the two of them, and... Yeah, like, it's honestly really cute. Like... Yeah, I'll admit, it was very adorable. And... Also, there's... Sorry about that. Yeah, like, that was just... sweet. And Husk and Cherry try to save Angel, and they end up fighting Valentino. And what's interesting is I like how Husk has like how his powers are like based off of like a magician's, like, you know, with the cards and the hat and whatnot. And yeah, basically, but Angel's still being controlled by Vox. Like, he almost, like, gets rid of Cherry, but luckily Husk stops him. And, yeah, and also, side note, like, what's also sad is that during the scene in the episode where Vaggie is talking with Charlie, Charlie feels like we actually do get some insight on that Charlie feels like she's the reason why her mother left. And yeah, like, that's just heartbreaking because, like, yeah, like, Charlie, like, it seems like she genuinely thinks that it's her fault that her mother left. And she basically wanted her to be proud of her. And she also thinks that maybe if she, like, achieved what nobody has ever tried before, that she might come back and be proud of her. So yeah, like, it gives some insight on, like, why Charlie, like, well, yeah, like, why she's like this, and also, like, the relationship she has with her family. And that, like, why she's trying to keep her mother's, like, memory and her legacy and her beliefs alive. So yeah, I just found that interesting, like, but also sad, like, poor Charlie, like, the poor girl needs a hug at that point because, well, yeah, like, that's just upsetting, because, yeah. Anywho, though, yeah, like, so yeah, like, Vox has, And Alistair actually gets out of his deal with Rosie because he basically just wants Charlie to do one simple favor. And basically, she says that Vox is the strongest. And yeah, basically it works because basically Alistair specifically said that he was not to put his hands on Charlie, and but Vox is like, what? I didn't hurt her. I just, just put his hands on her shoulder. And Vox basically realizes that, that's basically what Alistair meant. Basically Alistair tricked him into, basically exactly that, just... Sorry about that. And basically he's free, and he basically... Vox actually does have a shark named Shockwave that goes after Alistair, and And we actually see Carmilla again, and to help, because, Vaggie tries to stop the machine. And luckily though, she does find Charlie's dad, and because Vox is basically using him as a battery for the weapon, and they try to get him out, but Carmilla, shows up as well to help, and she actually tells Vox if this goes on anymore, then the weapon is going to destroy them. And Vox admits that he does not care what happens, just as long as he can take Alistair down with him. It shows Vox has lost it. And but Velvet and Valentino stop him, actually, and surprisingly Vox, Valentino is like, no, you're not doing that over him. And he actually tears off Vox's head. At this point, Vox is just a TV, and I don't know. And Emily is later on, Emily actually does show up to help Charlie, and she actually saves Alistair. And because Sarah actually, she goes and she wants Emily to go, Emily decides to go and help Charlie, and at first it seems like Sarah's not going to listen to her, but eventually she actually does. She says that she will try Emily's way first and allows her to go down there to help Charlie. And but Emily loses one of her wings in the process. Poor girl. Seriously, Emily, is one of the sweetest characters, is one of the many sweetest characters in this show, and just, so Sarah sends Lute and Abel to go get her. But like I said before, the weapon starts to overload, and Emily, despite being hurt, creates, a shield around it so it won't destroy everyone in it and the rest of the city. And yeah, Charlie helps out, and one by one, everyone, like, the overlords also help. Even Zestiel and Carmilla. And surprisingly, Valentino and Velvet also help, even though, well, yeah, like, it's pretty much just because they don't, like, want to be, yeah, like, they're basically just doing this for themselves. And yeah, and what I really like about that moment is that, yeah, like, I always loved that kind of thing where, like, it shows, like, people, like, working to help build each other up instead of tearing each other down. Like, basically just coming together. And, sorry about that. Yeah, like, sorry about that. And yeah, basically working together to build each other up rather than tearing each other down. And basically during that scene also, Lute appears to finish what she started, and Abel is, like, the poor boy is just, like, at first he panics, but he actually stands up to Lute. And what I find interesting about this is that he tells her to fall back, and we see Adam behind him. And yeah, like, it is so adorable to me and sweet because, like, during that scene before he stops her, Abel, like, he doesn't call out for his brothers or his mother. He calls for Adam. Because he says, "Dear Dad, what would you have done?" Yeah, like, he calls for his father. And yeah, like, the hallucination, like, of Adam in that scene, he isn't by Lute's side, he's by Abel's, which, yeah, it's, yeah, like, that is just, I find interesting because, yeah, like I said before, he's not by Lute's side, he's by Abel's. Well, which goes to show that perhaps that it's not as clear, like, what Lute said about Abel isn't completely clear, that because, like I said before, Abel calls for his father. And also, I think the whole, like, braver son line in the song is, I don't think it's specifically referencing to Cain, but rather Seth. Or perhaps another one of their siblings. But yeah, like, me personally, I think it's supposed to be Seth. Because, well, I don't know, but yeah, like, this scene, but yeah, like, I love that scene with Abel and Adam. Like, yeah, like, and surprisingly, Lute does fall back. And we actually, so yeah, they stop the weapon, and yeah, like, and everything for the time being afterwards is peaceful. Like, well, yeah, like, of course Valentino is saying that he single-handedly saved the day, but yeah, no. But yeah, I love how Vox, though, is just a TV head. And yeah, like, and I like how instead of just throwing him away, like, yeah, like, Valentino and Velvet are just, yeah, like, they don't, yeah, like, yeah, Velvet's like, you gotta be kidding me. And Valentino's like, I'm not talking to you. Yeah, like, it goes to show that the two of them do know him. So yeah, like, I wonder if Vox is going to come back. I mean, well, obviously, like, he's not gone. But yeah. And I also like how we see that we actually see Serpentius also help out by showing everyone that redemption is possible. And I also loved the scenes with him and Sarah. Like, yeah, like, it goes to show that he really did take Charlie's lessons to heart. Because, yeah, like, Sarah is, like, she doesn't know what to do, and yeah, like, Serpentius, like, tells her that everybody is scared, they're afraid, and they're looking to her for guidance. But Sarah feeling guilt about the extermination, though, is, yeah, like, and I love that we got a song between Serpentius and Sarah. Like, it's honestly, yeah, like I said before, it shows how much Serpentius has learned, but also, yeah, that he did take Charlie's lesson to heart. And yeah, now he's basically helping Sarah. And yeah, I love the scene with him and Sherry, like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, like, she has, you know, like, yeah, like, I honestly did expect Sherry to be like that, but I also, yeah, like, her laughing, and, yeah, like, but also, the scene where Angel leaves, like, like, that is so sad, because Husk wants him to stay, and so does Cherry. But Angel, he feels so bad, because he was unwillingly helping the Vox, Valentino, and Velvet. Like, at this point, Angel feels like he never had a choice. And he's afraid that he will, sorry about that, that he will hurt, like, Husk and Cherry again. And Husk telling him to come back, like, it's sad because like, I love the three of them together. I just think they work so well together. It's heartbreaking. So yeah, basically Charlie does tell her mom that everything is going well and everybody's checking in for the right reasons to the hotel. But at the end, though, Charlie... Oh, I forgot. Charlie actually gets a phone call, and at the end, she says, "Mom?" And she's like... So yeah, Charlie finally... Like, her mom finally answers her. And that's where the episode ends. And just, like, what is going to happen? Just, ah. And there's also this scene during Hear My Hope with Rosie and Alistair. Because Rosie's like, well, why don't you help them? Our deal is broken, and why not? But yeah, like, Alistair basically plays Rosie at her own game. Like, what's interesting, though, to me is that he doesn't, like, take her soul, nor does he seem like he wants it, but he just plays Rosie at... Like, it seems like the two of them have made a new deal. Although, what it is... Yeah, like, is up for debate, but... yeah, like, yeah, I just find that interesting. Like, Alistair doesn't want Rosie's soul, but rather he basically just plays her at her own game. And yeah, she just smiles and accepts it, like, kind of like, we know each other all too well. And, well, that's true. Like, it seems like the two of them do know each other well. Like, what they're about, like, how the deal is going to work. And yeah, like, at the end, they both also join in to help. So yeah, like, I just found that part interesting, but yeah, like, this season was something, like I said before, but, sorry. But yeah, I wonder, though, like, what is Charlie going to do now that, because it seems like she's going to get reconnected with her mom, because we've already seen her, like, reconnect with her father, but her mom might be a different story because, well, yeah, like she has history with Adam. Yeah, so, like, I wonder, like, what is going to happen? But yeah, all in all, this season, oh, and I also like how Emily, like, gets, like, a golden wing. Because hers, like I said before, when she was trying to save Alistair, it got destroyed. But now she kind of, like, has... Yeah, like, it's nice to see that she's okay. And, yeah, that Cherry Bomb and Serpentius are, you know, like, they're still keeping in touch with each other, and... Yeah, like, it's adorable. But yeah, like, seriously, like, this whole, like, sorry about that. Like, yeah, I am just so glad, though, that everything, like, for the most part worked out in the end, but of course there is still, like, the thing with Charlie's mother and Angel, and yeah, that Vox, Valentino, and Velvet are probably going to still be... like, are still gonna be a problem. But, yeah, like, it seems like everybody in the hotel will face it together. So yeah, that's all for now, but regardless, I do hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!